I'm wondering if you all could give me a little assistance here. I'm trying to figure out what my responsibility is to answering or not answering blind emails that are clearly sent from a list. It's one of the things in life that really frustrates me. My email inbox is chock full of people that send me emails that say, hello there, or hi, Ken at funent.com, or hey, Fun Enterprises team. If you're in sales, you really need to do a little research. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that will respond to one of those emails. They don't mind the fact that this was clearly just either a list that was purchased or a list somebody put together, and they're just throwing as much mud against the wall as they possibly can. These are people that I probably would never do business with. If you don't have the time to set up a proper mail merge and at least send the email to a person, if it said, hey, Ken, I'm much more interested in at least reading what you have to say. But when you say, hey there, or hey, or there's no solicitation whatsoever, I'm very unlikely to probably ever do business with you. It means that as far as I'm concerned, you did very little work on your end. You maybe purchased a list, put together some standard boilerplate email, and sent it out to a bunch of people, hoping that somebody is going to respond. So what is my responsibility on this? Now, granted, I do send out a number of cold emails each and every year, but I try and spend some time to find, is this the right person to email? Are they somebody that possibly can at least use the services that we offer? And I try and get the right name, the right email address, so that when I email them, I'm actually emailing it to a person, not just from a blind list, not just somebody that I pulled out of thin air. I've actually spent some time doing the research. Now, honestly, a lot of those emails don't get returned. I don't hear from people, but on occasion I do. On occasion, someone will be nice enough to stop doing what they're doing during their day and send me an email that says, hey, Ken, thanks for reaching out, but honestly, I'm not the right person, but why don't you try these people? They're in our organization. They may be better able to help you, and they may be much more interested in the services that you offer than I am. Those are greatly appreciated. But again, I feel like I've spent some time looking up who I should contact and crafting a message that I believe may be at least somewhat worthwhile to them. It doesn't always work. As a matter of fact, the percentage of responses I get on cold emails is pretty low, but it's still worth trying. Honestly, I have no idea what other way to use to get to people. If I have no idea who they are, and it's an organization that possibly I've worked with in the past, but has had a number of staffing changes, I don't know how else to reach out to them. Many of our clients have indicated that email is the best way to get a hold of them. They really can't afford the time to stop and answer a series of phone calls from people that they don't know during their workday. After all, they have things that they need to accomplish too, and I try and be sensitive and appreciative to that. So again, what is my responsibility when they get these blind emails? Is it my responsibility to respond to each and every one of them? Now, honestly, I usually do. I usually send them a quick, thanks, not interested, and then in my email, I select the block contact. That doesn't always work either, but at least when they come through, there's a little red circle with a slash through it, so I know I've communicated with them and I'm not interested. Hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching.